Faith. It is a very important topic, and if you've ever been to church or ever struggled with anything in life, a Christian may have said to you, you gotta have more faith, man. It's something that we always talk about in sermons, how we need to increase in our faith. But how do we do that? Well, this is an introduction video to a 7-part series that I started in 2019, and now it's 2020. We get sidetracked a lot in life because, well, life is hectic. So I want to ask you, have you ever heard those things? Have someone ever said, have more faith? Well, how do you do that? How can you have more faith? Well, these 7 videos are directed towards, and it's twofold, basically. We're going to talk about what faith is and how do you have more faith. That's basically what you're going to come out of it, but it's more than that. Now, Henry B. Adams said this: a teacher affects eternity. I believe fully that every person should be equipped to not only have a stronger faith, but to be able to teach other individuals that. Now, if you believe in the Bible, it says in James chapter 3, verse 1, not many should become teachers, my brothers, because you know that we will receive a stricter judgment. That is James chapter 3, verse 1. However, we're talking about shepherding. This is something that we are called to do as Christians. And if you're not a Christian, then you're an intellectual being. You have the ability to reason, to think. Therefore, you should question where you came from. These are what I like to call fundamental questions or origin questions or pivotal points in life where you're just like, what am I here for, man? Why do I exist? This life is not easy. And if it is for you, hey, send me a comment and let me know why life is so great for you and how you're getting by, because it's not easy for me. So anyways, when it comes to the existence of God, there's really 4 main things that we use to debate. It's the cosmological argument, which is that every known thing in the universe has a cause, therefore the universe has a cause. The teleological argument, which is that there is harmony in the universe. The sun is positioned in just the right spot so it doesn't burn us and it doesn't freeze us because it's too far away. Then the ontological argument, which is basically that God is the ultimate thing that we can think of, therefore there must be a God. Then there's the moral or ethical argument, which says that we know the difference between right and wrong. If I come up and punch you in your face, it's not my opinion that that's okay to do, even though it may be my opinion, but we all know that it's wrong to just hit somebody. That's why we have police. That's why we have these things. There is an ethical standard which we all live by, because if there wasn't, we would all fall into nihilistic behavior. What nihilistic behavior means is that the ends is nothing. So basically you don't have a reason to live and you just say, hey, I don't care. And you are an anarchist and you basically end up doing something crazy. So this video is aimed at helping individuals who aren't so bright like myself, because I am not the most eloquent speaker. Believe me, I used to be a very crazy guy. I used to rap. I used to do all kinds of nuts things. It's horrible. Anyways, in Matthew chapter 28, verses 19 through 20, Jesus says, all authority has been given to me in heaven and earth. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things that I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even to the ends of the age. I'm not doing a sermon here. I'm just saying that Jesus did say, go therefore and make disciples. And we are in a bad spot, people, in church right now. People are falling away from the God of creation more and more every day because of all these dominant belief systems out there, such as atheism and paganism. I mean, we're falling off. So we as Christians need to help each other. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, so if I can help in any way, that's my point, and that's what I'm trying to do. So this is the first video of seven videos. The second will be what is faith. That faith is not blind, but it's based on evidence. It talks about what it is, and that there's 3 different kinds of evidence that really hold faith together. Then you have the second video, the second part, which talks about one of those evidences, which is the Bible, the written authoritative. Then we're gonna encapsulate more of that into the next video. Then we're gonna talk about each evidence. So 7 videos, 7 minutes. If you can deal with that, by the end, hopefully you will be able to understand how you can have faith. Because it's not just something you ask God for. He can give you faith if you pray for it and ask for it, yes. But there's also an intellectual thing that we need to do to have more faith. And if you know what that is, you can have more faith. So, I'm looking forward to being able to help teach in any way I can. If you have any questions, you can email me at faithbyworksministries@gmail. Otherwise, enjoy. God bless you. And check out the link below for the first video, which will fall into the next one. God bless. Happy through 2020.